Tänään ollaan BBQ Austinissa, mikä on Austin Rodeon oheistapahtuma. Mennään herkuttelemaan hyvää ruokaa, nähdään pirun hyviä ihmisiä. Mennään Bildumasin ja muiden masterclassiin oppimaan vähän uusia juttuja. Ja muuta pistä kanava tilaukseen ja nauti! Erittäin hyvää huomenta täältä Austinista. Tällä kertaa ollaan BBQ Austin-nimisessä tapahtumassa. Tämä on Austin Rodeon oheistapahtuma. Täällä on barbecue-kilpailua, barbecue-masterclasseja useamman pitmasterin johdolla. Pidetään hauska päivä taas, mennäänpä katsomaan. Muista katsoa video loppuun ja kanava tilaukseen.
Aurinkoista huomenta kaikille sinne kotikatsomoihin. Tällä kertaa ollaan tosiaan vuosittain järjestettävässä Rodeo Austin BBQ-oheistapahtumassa. Ja voin muuten kertoa, että päivä meni melkoisen joutuisasti, oli sen verran mukavaa.
Hi. So what do you have?
So we have all Tito's vodka. We can do Topo Chico with lime. We can make a Texas Sipper, which is grapefruit, a little bit of elderberry, and some Topo Chico.
Okay, I would like to have with Topo Chico.
Topo Chico and lime?
Yep.
Yeah.
Päivä starttaa erittäin mukavasti ranch waterilla, johon tulee Tito's vodkaa, paljon jäitä, Topo Chico vissyä ja päälle vielä puristetaan puolikkaan limen mehu, pieni sekoitus ja avot. No nyt alkoi sitten suu napsaamaan, voi mahdoton paikka.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very good.
Päivän alkuun tultiin tosiaan tänne tapahtumateltalle, jossa oli masterclasseja eri pitmastereilta ja ruoanlaittajilta. Ja yksi heistä oli Bildumas, a.k.a. Sausage Sensei. Ja nyt asiaan alamme syömään. On nimittäin aamupalan aika.
Sitten smashburgeritesti, aika simppeli. Se on majoneesi pohjalla, pihvi, sipulia. Näyttää ainakin pirun hyvältä. No. On hyvä. Toimii. Voisi olemankin pikkuisen nälkä jo.
Pientä välinäppäistä oli laittamassa myös Rosslers Barbecuen Steven Rossler. On tullut herran kanssa juteltua monet kerrat somessa. Ja nyt vihdoin pääsin tapaamaan herran ihan liveenä. Ja kattokaa muuten äijän tatuointia. Miksteiköhän meikäläinen sai inspiraation omaan sormitatuointiin.
Hey, what's up guys? Steven Rossler here with Rossler's Blue Cord Barbecue, along with my beautiful wife in the background. We're up in Harker Heights, Texas, which is just north of Austin, about 60 miles. We're veteran-owned, family-operated. I served in the Army for 20 and a half years. Got out, and we had already really started Rossler's Blue Cord Barbecue, but we went full-time once I retired in 2020. So here we are at the Austin Rodeo, Rodeo Austin, about to cook on the Nomad Grill, cook some grilled shrimp. And yeah, man, out here having fun, and y'all come see us, Harker Heights, Texas, 300 Morgan Street, Rossler's Blue Cord Barbecue every Wednesday and Thursday. Cheers.
No niin kovia rilleja, että pakko ostaa itsellekin asuntovaunu tommonen Nomad grilli.
One thing that we have coming up, obviously spring's coming. We were looking for ideas for appetizers. You can do this cold or hot. Obviously, the grilling portion of it is hot. But you can once you cook these shrimp, you can chill them and you can serve them as a cold appetizer. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a grilled shrimp. We're going to show you how to properly do a grilled shrimp. It doesn't take 30 minutes to grill a shrimp. It literally takes probably 1 or 2 minutes. I mean, I don't think this is hot enough, but probably 3 to 4 minutes. It's not going to take very long at all. What we're going to do is we're going to grill the shrimp. We're going to put them in a butter bath. From that butter bath, we're gonna put them in on these crostinis and just have y'all come by and we'll just grab you a crostini. Obviously, you're already full on these smash burgers that were simply amazing. So, obviously, you see this Nomad grill in front of me, right? They're out of Dallas, Texas. Nomad because the reason why they call it Nomad is that you can literally take this anywhere. If you're gonna go hiking, you can stick it on your back, take it up. You got coal, obviously all of that stuff, go camping. When we went to Mexico, my buddy and I, we took 3 of these. We took them to Mexico to the Monterey Barbecue Festival, first time they ever had one. All my buddies were scrambling, looking for smokers, looking for cooking devices. Well, guess what? I had 3 of them right to my, right there, ready to rock and roll. So they're a great product. If it's something different you're looking for your camping, for campers, just for backyard use. I mean, you get done, you just fold it over. You can smoke with it. It's got vents on both sides, on either top and bottom. You could close this, have something on the cooler side, and then have your hotter side. This right now is set up for grilling, but you can grill on both sides as well. So, but if you're interested in one of these, get with me later. I'll give you a discount code as well. Without further ado, let's get the shrimp going. So on shrimp, obviously, I think this may take a little bit longer than 3 to 4 minutes, but I don't think it's going to take too much longer. With any kind of seasoning that you want to do, we use a combination of seasonings that we've made with obviously Fiesta seasonings. We call fairy dust, that we've mixed like 3 or 4 different seasonings. But with shrimp or any kind of seafood, it's all up on your palate, on what your palate likes. I know we did shrimp and grits out in California for the Heritage Barbecue Festival. We lean more towards a citrusy flavoring. Out here in Texas, we've got a little bit of spice to this. We've got some got some more pepper, as you can see on there, some little bit coarser grain pepper. We've got some rosemary in there, some other kind of seasonings that I'm not going to get into, but definitely be on the lookout for that to be on the market soon. What you're looking for on these shrimp is obviously, everyone knows that the pink on each side, that's what you want it to look like. We also have hot butter in here, so once we pull it, it's almost al dente, and then you're gonna finish it off in the butter bath. But yeah, shrimp doesn't need to be overly done. That's the big thing with a lot of people. They want to overly do shrimp. It's rubbery. These are not gonna be rubbery, I can promise you that. I know we have Finland, I know we have California. What other states do we have going on right now? Florida, all right. Alabama. Are you living here now or what? Yeah? Heck yeah. What brought you out here? Tech?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that.
Martinille grillattua katkarapua tommosen paahdetun valkosipun leivän päälle ja ai että näyttää hyvältä. Nyt on hyvä. On voita. Tää on törkeä hyvä.
Yeah, what a... One crazy thing is, check this shit out. Alright, are you ready for something strange? I have a sausage demo at fucking Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Yes.
That's
I'm doing
crazy.
A fucking sausage demonstration at Stonehenge. Yeah, it's like that movie Spinal Tap. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
How did you get that?
Well, it's a funny thing. These guys came in to the restaurant.
Yeah.
And there were a few Scots and some Irish and some folks from England.
Yeah.
And they all had different stuff going on over there. So they came into the restaurant, introduced themselves, and here we are.
Sitten nähdään pieni taidonäyte Bildumasin makkaran valmistustaidoista. Tässä on muuten opettaja, mikä olisi tarvinnut olla mullakin ammattikoulussa. Kyllä muuten jakso kuunnella ja tulee hyvää läppää. Tässä valmistellaan Bildumasin naudanlihamakkaraa, mihin tulee myös possua, jalapeenoa, juustoa, pippuria ja suolaa.
Sinaloan version, not the pinche Mazatlan version.
Okay.
Right? So this is the Gulf cartel.
That's good.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Oh. Nitriittiä. Mullakin purkillinen kotona. Mulla on ollut se sitä, kun mä kävin täällä ensimmäisen kerran. Mä ostin sen muuten vaan. Mä ajattelin, että jotain teen sillä, mutta en ole vielä tehnyt. Sitten mä löysin nitriittisuolan, niin se on ihan sama asia.
Very exciting, yes.
Yes.
It'll get more exciting later. Oh, look what I found. Look. Roscoe, go out there and get them Duke boys. It's their fault for leaving it here.
Oh, here comes the sheriff. Here comes the Duke boy. Come get you.
We heard that this food is so amazing that it should just be illegal. So we're gonna need you to come with us.
Okay, awesome.
No thanks, no thanks. I'm good. Thank y'all. Thank you for being here.
Over here because you heard about it already.
What you doing?
So they left the radio over here, so I was keyed to them. I said, Roscoe, go up there and get them Duke boys.
Hey, it's the little things that count, right?
That's the jalapeno cheese, but that's not your daddy's jalapeno cheese. That has got a lot of really good stuff in it. So we source, toast, grind, and sift 4 different chiles inside there. Chiles guajillo, morita, ancho, and jalapeno are all up in there. Plus enough garlic to kill a vampire. So that's a really good sausage.
Näyttää muuta pikkusen hyvää.
It's alright. Edridge is better.
Tuli hyvä.
Yeah.
Kyllä polttoperäistä.
We have Bill Dumas, the sausage sensei. He's actually brought some sausage for us to sample. So this is a restaurant lunch. I'm gonna bring out the cheesy grits, so you can have cheesy grits and sausage samples while Bill does his showmanship sausage making class.
Interpretive dance.
Interpretive dance. Yeah. Although if you pay extra, you won't do it.
Yeah. We have a saying: show up late, lose weight. So I've already cut this, so get up out of your seat and come on up here and get this sausage. There you go. The ceremony is about to begin. To quote Jim Morrison. So, nonetheless, my name is the Sausage Sensei. Yes, there is such a thing. It is I. I am the Sausage Sensei, currently with Brotherton's Black Iron Barbecue and funky, fantastic Pflugerville, Texas. JMFB forever, if you know what I mean. So, nonetheless, we're here to conduct a little sausage class, a sausage symposium, if you will, delightful ever as it may be. This is going to be like speed dating. The classes are usually 8 to 9 hours in length in the production facility, and they are intensive. Here, however, we don't have 8 to 9 hours, so we're going to compress this, so this is going to be like speed dating. But once you understand how sausage is made and its scientific construction, then the sky's the limit. You can make anything, and I do mean anything. We've made peach cobbler sausage. We've made chocolate pecan pie sausage. We've made chicatana sausage. That's ants, and we serve that in Mexico. What else? In Brazil, feijoada sausage. The sky's the limit. Sausage is an applied food science. It operates within the same spectrum as that of artisanal baking. Surprise, you have to follow very specific rules in respect to its construction. You have to follow very precise measurements in respect to its construction, much like baking. If you go one step out, it's trashed, it's gone, it's dead. But you gotta think about it. Sausage is the oldest food discipline on this planet, third stone from the sun. It's a fact. The word sausage is derived from the Latin word salsus, which means heavily salted. There is archaeological evidence of sausage being made in Mesopotamia 5,000 years BC. There's a type of sausage being described in Homer's Odyssey, the Iliad. Holy moly. But think about it. If you're a caveman hanging out in your cave and you whack a short-faced bear or giant ground sloth or a mammoth or a mastodon, and you want to get every bit and piece from that cave to that cave, what are you going to do? You're going to put all of the bits and pieces into some tripas, otherwise known as hog gut or mastodon gut, and get it in there. So sausage is the vehicle of economy, but it's the oldest food discipline along with baking, meaning bread, or beer, but you'd have to pay an ancient Egyptian to figure that one out. Whew, that's a lot of crap right there. Remember, the old adage, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit, right? So, very specific weights of proteins to fats to salts to heat creates an emulsion where we extract and pull the protein strands apart. We're not going to break them down, but that also marries with at what temperature the proteins begin to melt or render. In this case, 39 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Holy moly. That creates the emulsion and helps stick it together. Make sense? Salt has to be weighted accurately with our drug dealer scale, right? This is the Sinaloan version, not the Pinche Mazatlan version. The salt has to be weighed accurately by the gram. So in order to create the emulsion, we're looking for a specific ratio of 70-30, that's meat to fat, and 1.8 to 2.2% salt weighted by the gram. So on the pork side, commodity, the magical protein is pork shoulder. If you shave the fat cap off, you have automatic 70-30. Dun, dun, dun. The pork shoulder is magical 70-30, picnic, and then of course, jowl and back fat. Anything with feathers, as far as poultry or any kind of bird, never, ever, ever use white meat for sausage because the texture is incorrect and it's too lean. So anything with feathers needs to be dark. What we have behind us today is a mixture of pork and beef along with fat. We formulated that earlier and it's sitting on cure right now. Make sense? All right, so we're just grinding it up. It's nothing crazy. I'm just keeping up with the grinder. In she comes. Rock and roll. Is this boring, guys? Do y'all wish y'all could have done something else today? Like maybe mow or weed eat or take a nap or... So, what we want to do, we still got meat and fat caught up behind this grinder behind the plate and blade. How do you get it out? Good question. Ice, ice, baby. Dum 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 dum. Ice, ice, baby. So we're just going to feed some ice through here, and that's going to force it out. There it goes. See that, guys? Dun dun dun. It doesn't take much. And now we got it all out. And this is not going to be enough moisture for me to really be concerned about. In respect to the 10% ratio, this is kind of like pissing in a swimming pool. Now, we got it hot, so now we got to get it cold again. What we're looking at here is the emulsion's already been created because we exerted heat onto the meats and fats along with the measured amount of salt. So that's already starting to create our emulsion. And I can see white strands pulling away from the product. Well, that physically, my fine feathered friends, is the myosin protein that we have just extracted. Pretty cool. So now we got it hot, so now we need to make it cold again. So, my fine feathered friend, freezer time. Thank you, sir. How long should the meat sit in the refrigerator? It should get back down to temperature, which for me is less than 39 degrees Fahrenheit. That keeps the fats happy. So that window between 29 degrees Fahrenheit to 39 degrees Fahrenheit is optimum. What we're going to do now is we're going to bind it. Bind it means we're going to add our seasonings and create further, to complete further, extraction of the protein and creating the meat emulsion. Make sense? So here we go, a ½ pound of water. I've got it on my handy dandy scale. All right, now I'm going to come with some ice. Willie T's got me. Hey, y'all need to follow Smoking Willie T on your social media pages. This man's all over the place. I like to use dry non-fine milk powder because I liquefy this in the weighted liquid along with my seasonings. It liquefies evenly and distributes evenly through the product, which means that every single sausage is uniform. Uniformity is key, right? So I'm just going to take it, and by the way, for a 40-pound batch, that's 185 grams. So how much milk powder for a 10-pound batch. 46 grams of milk powder, which is found on your baking aisle of HEB. I need a volunteer from the audience. You'll do. Willie T is going to fetch the product out of the freezer, and we're going to put this into the previously ground product, and then you're going to mix the holy hell out of it.
I can totally do that.
I figured you could. So what you're going to do is just take this and just dump that in there evenly. I use 1 pound of cheese for every 10 pounds of product. So we'll pull the lid off of this. And this is just a shade over a half a cup right here of the dried jalapeno flakes, okay guys? This is subjective. You can use as much or as little as you like. I chose a little bit more because I'm just that kind of guy. More? Fuck it. There we go. I'm looking for 1 pound of cheese, guys. So you have to be careful with that. So if you're working with a softer cheese, it could break your bind or break your emulsion. I like a sturdier cheese, like a Monterey Jack or a cheddar or a Oaxaca. Those are all really good cheeses. This one right here, I already shredded it up yesterday using our fantastical invention known as the buffalo chopper. You're gonna loosely incorporate it, and then you're gonna take out your aggressions on him.
Okay. So
Okay? And when you do that, you'll notice that the product will start to tighten. Right now it feels very loose and crumbly, right?
yeah.
All right? Now turn on the gas pedal. From the bottom up, side to side, round to round, corner to corner. It's going to be very cold too, by the way. I forgot to mention. Get very, very aggressive. The more aggressive you get, the product will tighten up and start to get very gummy and tacky to the point where it wants to pull your glove off.
Oh, see, my gloves are
That's a good sign. Look at her gloves. Her gloves are coming off. She's mixed it to the point where the gloves are coming off and mine are going on. So let's inspect your work. Aha! Just as I suspected, she did it correctly. All right, let's give her a hand. Ah! She did it! Ah! See that? J-Lo wiggle. Yeah, that's what we want. And if you can see it from where I'm at, then you can see the white strands from the protein pulling away from the product. That's exactly what we want to see. So, winter sausage dinner, this is ready to go back into the aforementioned freezer where, since we've already gotten it hot, it needs to get it cold again. Very slow, which will determine how much the casing fills up. If I just grab it, it'll balloon it out and break it. And I'll just cut that loose. And now what I've got is I've got a pretty even chain where it's pretty even from this side all the way down to that side. That tells me when I go to start linking this that I'll have consistent sizing in respect to diameter versus length. Does that make sense? There it goes. So we want to do this that way. I don't tie a knot because if I did, that's redundant. It's more work and it creates an air pocket, so I don't do that. What I do is I do this. Like milking a cow. I'm going to kind of lightly do that. Hit it and quit it. That pushes it down further into the casing. Now, I'm going to lay it across my hand like this, right? See that? And I'm just going to close my hand and you'll see the product go this way. So we're going to go forward. We're going to spin this guy this way, that being this link. This hand does not move. This hand moves, not this hand. We're going to spin against that knot. I'm going to go in slow motion. You see that? We're going in slow motion. See? That one is tight, and we get it to where it's just tight. I mean, if I keep going, when we turn it, we're compressing the casing. We're shortening it, right? When we shorten the casing, we compress it, and it compresses towards the middle. If we do it too much, ding, it blows out. We don't want that to happen. Now, we're gonna hold that knot. That one went forward. That one went back. This one's got to go back. We go alternating method. Forward, back, forward. So now, you see what I'm doing? Squeezing it. We hold the knot. We don't grab the sausage. And we just roll forward. Just like that. You see how that's working, guys? So we did today, we explained in a little bit of detail, but nothing too crazy, the science, right, to the relative process versus the ratios of proteins to fats to salts, why they are the way they are, and then we ground, bound, cased, and linked it all in one day. Ain't that something, right?
Tuossa on pirun hyvä. Se on niinku beef tallow, eli härärasvaa ja jotain makeita.
Siinäpä oli pähkinänkuoressa BBQ eli Sensein masterclass. Pistäpä kommenttia alle, pitäisikö tämä BBQ tuoda Suomeen opettamaan makkarantekoa just sulle. Nyt kun masterclassit on ohi, niin mennäänpä katsomaan, miltä näyttää barbecue-kilpailu alueelta. Ja ennen kaikkea, saako sieltä jotain syötävää? Ihan kauhiaa nälääkää.
Tuli pikkusen maistia siihen. Nyt on hyvä. Ottaa joku vai?
Kaikkien parasta näissä tapahtumissa totta kai nämä itse ihmiset ja niihin tutustuminen on muuten erittäin hyviä tyyppejä täynnä koko paikka. Tässä pääsin juttelemaan Blackstones barbecue-kisajoukkueen kanssa ja sainpahan myös kutsun tulla käymään heidän BBQ-festareilla Meksikossa Monterreyssa.
So we're Blackstones grill competition team or like barbecue competition team. And the name is because our captain's from Piedras Negras in Mexico. Piedras Negras in English is Blackstones. So that's why it's Blackstones grill team, and that's the reason. So you're gonna see us as Blackstones.
We have that sign. It says "You glad we drink," but we started like having no one clapping. But eventually it happened. 20 people around it.
Seuraavaksi joukkue alkaa tekemään omaa kisaboksia brisketistä. Boksiin valitaan totta kai vain täydelliset viipaleet, laitetaan pikkusen kiiltoa lihaliemellä ja hyvältähän se mun silmään näyttää. Tämä oli muuten meikäläisen ensikosketus barbecue-kilpailuihin. Kalsi kiinni, omaiset on nähneet.
Tää joukkue, tää Blackstones, laittoi just boksin tuomareiden eteen menemään ja se oli vimosen päälle. Nyt loppupalat sanotaan maistella brisketistä. Ja no ehkä pikkusen kuivakkaa on, mutta kyllä se näytti ihan pirun hyvältä. Eli se kilpailussa on varmaan pikkusen eri homma, että se ei tarvitse olla ihan niinku vimosen päälle se lihaa, kunhan se näyttää hyvältä. Voi olla, että on väärässäkin. Mutta kyllä tää menee. Aika selkeää, mikä on niinku yleisön suosikki. Täällä alkaa public tastingi. Kato mikä jono. Lähtee tuolta helvetin kaukaa. Jatkuu tonne eteenpäin. Ja paikkana on BBQ Shogun. Japanilainen barbecue-paikka. Ja muuten pirun hyviä kastikkeita, ei voi muuta sanoa.
Oh, I like
ingredients. Secret ingredients.
What the hell, man? Where is this from?
It's from Tokyo, Japan.
Japan, yeah, see.
Japan. So our product.
Oh, I love this. Ooh, barbecue umami. Oh, this is awesome. Umami is very important.
Yeah.
BBQ Shogunin umami barbecue-kastiketta. On kuulemma häijy. Oho.
Let me try the back end.
Sure.
Ooh, mommy.
That was good. Yeah. BBQ Shogun umami barbecue sauce. Tää on niinku vinjetikka sinaappia. Katsotaan. Tää yleensä ole vaan niinku hunajasinapin perää. Paskat sieltä mittaan tuo, vedetään tuolla perällä vaan.
That's my side.
Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, it's good. You can use the same. I don't mind.
Me either.
It's good. Different kind of.
Very vinegary.
Yeah.
I like it.
Here I am. I'm the sausage sensei here at Rodeo Austin. Yes, Rodeo Austin, the premier event in Central Texas in the early month of March. If you want to take a sausage class, if you want to interact with me, then you want to go to sausagesensei.com or Sausage Sensei on Instagram or on Facebook. Follow me for interactive craziness regarding sausages. See you there.
Päivä alkaa pikkuhiljaa kääntymään iltaan ja sehän tarkoittaa sitä, että meikäläinen ja Tommi lähtee yöpuulle, nimittäin aamulla on taas aikana lähtö seuraavaan paikkaan.
Semmoinen oli BBQ Austin, erittäin mahtava tapahtuma, BBQ-kisaamista, hyviä ihmisiä, taas tosi paljon hyvää ruokaa, pikkusen kaljaakin tuli ehkä juotua, mutta nyt lähdetään kämpille lepäämään, ei muuta kuin ensi kertaa.
Ja jos video maistui, paina peukkuja, laita kanava seurantaan, nähdään taas.